The typical human takes 25,000 breaths a day. That's a lot of air coming in and out of our lungs. Air that we often take for granted. So what exactly is in the air we breathe? Although it's mostly made up of nitrogen and oxygen, there are millions of other molecules in the air around us that can enter our lungs each time we take a breath. In this video, we're going to focus on the air we breathe in indoor spaces, because that's where we spend most of the time. But it's also important to remember that all of our indoor spaces are connected to the outside in some way. Whether that's through an advanced ventilation system or simply through doors and windows, outdoor air quality influences indoor air. The air we breathe can be sorted into volatile or gas phase component and particulate matter, which can be solid, semi-solid, or liquid. Among the volatile components of the air, we have some important categories of air pollutants to consider. Volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. These molecules are often associated with scents and fragrances. Deodorants, perfumes, paints, cleaning sprays all release molecules in the air. Even cooking releases some delicious VOCs. Semi-volatile organic compounds, or SVOCs. These compounds are not very different from VOCs, except that they evaporate much more slowly. Some examples include phthalates, a class of compounds that are slowly emitted from things like vinyl flooring, and some personal care products. Oxidants. Oxidants, while usually more prevalent outside, are also present inside. They're very reactive molecules that have the power to drive chemical reactions. Indoors, you can find ozone, which is usually brought in from outdoors, but can also be generated by office appliances like copy machines. NOx, or nitrogen oxides, is another oxidant that's found indoors. In urban areas, NOx levels are higher because they're associated with combustion. But this means that they can also be found anytime you have combustion indoors. Particulate matter, PM. The smallest particles present in the air are ultrafine, in the order of nanometers in size. They can be created by combustion and some chemical reactions. Some viruses can actually be as small as about 100 nanometers. The largest particles present in air are known as coarse, and they can be tens of micrometers in size. These are made up of dust and soil, or they can be biological like skin flakes and microbes. In between is what we call fine particulate matter, or PM 2.5. Your kitchen is a big source of these particles indoors. Both gas stoves and the food itself emit a lot of particles while we cook. Other combustion sources like candles and incense also make large amounts of particulate matter. This is only scratching the surface of the many molecules that play a role in indoor air quality. From the products we use to our daily activities, everything we do influences